Hello, welcome to Thesis and Dissertation Services. We have designed this website to be a useful tool during the process of preparing your final written thesis or dissertation to meet graduation requirements for students on campus or around the world. The TAD website has been designed to help you bridge the academic and administrative requirements of completing your document. In this video, I will go over the TAD process and the deadlines that need to be met to ensure graduation in your intended semester. This diagram provides a rough sketch of the process as you near completion. Once your proposal has been approved, you've done the research and creative legwork, gathered your data and conclusions, and gone through revisions, you'll be nearing the final draft of your manuscript. With most of the body of your document set, it's time to start thinking about formatting requirements in earnest. This will be the time to consider applying for graduation and planning when your defense will occur, noting the deadlines for both. Your committee members will typically want to receive a copy of your document in advance of the defense. This copy is typically nearly final, and it is an excellent time to send your manuscript for an optional preliminary format review. If you choose to have a preliminary review, you'll need to send in the TAD submission form at this time. Once your defense date is set, you'll want to fill out the oral defense form and have it ready to take with you to the defense. Revisions to the content of the manuscript are typical as a result of the oral defense. If you scheduled your defense right at the deadline for the semester, you'll have 1 week to get your changes approved by your advisor to meet the post-defense format review deadline. When you send your document for a post-defense format review, the content must be final. Revisions, aside from correcting typos or making formatting corrections, will not be allowed, as when your content changes, the formatting often changes with it. As formatting revisions are made, TAD Services will inform you of any outstanding required forms. TAD Services will ask you to create a final PDF for approval once the format is acceptable. Upon a final check of this PDF version, we will provide you with an approved copy to upload for publication. When all of the required and optional forms are received and the uploads have been verified, we will send the TAD Process Complete email, which serves as an official notice that all of the TAD requirements have been met. Many students are often concerned about deadlines. Each semester there are 4 deadlines that need to be met in order to graduate. All of the deadlines are firm and mandatory. First, the graduation application deadline, which typically falls within 2 months of the start of the semester. This deadline is set by the registrar's office, and TAD Services will send a reminder to you in the term that we expect you to graduate once we've received your TAD submission form. The oral defense deadline is the last day to defend in this semester and be able to graduate. You do not need to defend in the same semester as graduation, but you must be registered in order to defend. The post-defense format review deadline. This deadline falls 1 week after the oral defense deadline and must be met, even if you had a preliminary review. The only content changes allowable after this point are to correct typographical errors or make formatting corrections requested by TAD Services. If your advisor has not approved the content, TAD Services will go ahead and move your file into the next term. The final clearance deadline. This is the last day to complete all of the steps for the TAD process, including uploading your final PDF and submitting all forms. If anything is missing from your file at the time of this deadline, it will be moved until the next term. Early deadlines. If you miss a regular semester deadline for any reason, you can work toward completing the process before the start of the next semester. Meeting all of the early deadlines can allow you to avoid tuition and fees in the next term. You must be registered in the previous term, and you must have no outstanding obligations to your college or a visa requiring that you be registered in the term of graduation. Finally, we encourage you to follow the link just below this video to our FAQ if you have any questions that you haven't seen addressed.